I dare say that this weekend exhibited some of the best showcases of Valorant competition to date. It was so exciting to see storylines from previous events show up here, as many teams were looking to settle the score with other teams. In the past, we covered how Sentinels showed their strength by successfully dethroning the champs, TSM, from their reign in NA. So make sure to check out that video as well if you enjoyed this. That being said, let's try to dissect how TSM reclaimed their throne and showed Sentinels that the fight for NA is far from over. I'd like to highlight how key rounds impacted the flow of the game. Additionally, how both teams created a constant back and forth throughout the map with their evolving strategies in individual moments. Hello fellow gamers, my name is Dan, and today I'm excited to share with you my thoughts on how TSM managed to become the top Valorant NA team. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please comment down below any games you want me to cover next. There were a lot of great matches during the FaZe Ignition series, so let us know if you want us to cover a specific one. Before we dive in, as always, we have our question of the day. What do you guys think about having newly released characters omitted from ranked competitive until both the community and developers believe it to be balanced? Personally, I have a bit of experience with Overwatch, and each new character that was released was not available to play in ranked until several weeks had passed by. I think this is something Riot could possibly look into doing, but let us know in the comments section below your thoughts on the next wave of agents and whether you think they should be played in ranked right away. Starting off with Sentinels, this has to be their tried and true agent composition on Bind. With Raze and Sova pick, it allows them to obtain key parts such as hookah and showers that other agents struggle much more to pressure. Additionally, the Brim pick allows for better executions on A bomb site, and he has very good post-plant molly lineups that can be easily utilized to help secure clutch rounds. This agent composition is what you'll find most of the top teams running on Bind because Raze and Sova thrive so heavily on this map. We even saw Team Homeless upset TSM in the previous tournament with this exact same comp. That being said, Sentinels are well practiced on this map and know what has worked in the past to secure a win on this map. On the other hand, TSM have notoriously struggled more often on Bind. They came into this tournament with a fresh new take and seem to have completely cut Sage out of most of their agent compositions. Straight away, by opting with no Sage and Raze, they're looking to utilize Phoenix and Jett to help create more proactive plays on both offense and defense. So expect TSM to play looser and more aggressive, attempting to read how Sentinels like to approach the map. Do they have the answer to the meta team comp this map? Let's find out. Diving straight in, it's apparent that Sentinels on attack have a set strategy. If you've been watching their other games on Bind, they typically like to prioritize bathroom control early, with Sova and Brim getting early control there. This makes sense, as pushing Brim into the bathroom position will give him full control over his smokes on A site. Because most teams run 3 on B and 2 on A, they assume any counter-aggression in bathrooms will allow them free roam down A short. It's clear that TSM have done their homework, and they opt for a 5-man stack on A site. With an early push down A short, Sentinels are caught in their default, and TSM properly trade and come up with the player advantage. Feeling pressured from the player deficit, Zoms looks to even up the count but falls quickly to the flood of TSM. Now, off of a solid read from TSM, they have successfully won pistol round, and most likely will converge on round 2. Sentinels, unhinged from the pistol round defeat, opt to go with a similar default as their pistol round. As per usual, Sova and Brim opt for bathroom control. However, instead of holding A short, they look to utilize Sage and Raze for hookah control like I mentioned before. Raze's Roomba makes it very difficult for enemy players to play in hookah without at least being spotted. Sentinels know that TSM will be looking to make aggro plays early in round 3 because they are not on a full buy. Sick uses an early slow on hookah entrance, which catches Wardell's early dry peek off guard. He falls for free, and the round is off to a great start for Sentinels. Watch how quickly TSM tries to make a proactive play at bathrooms to even up the count. From studying Sentinels, TSM knows that Sova will fall off a bathroom once they have obtained control of that area. Likewise, watch how Zoms recognizes that potential play that could happen and falls off bathroom and denies the proactive play from TSM. Now with that initial pick, Sentinels look to continue to pressure A site. They even secure another pick in hookah, and now 5v3, they should have free reign to push the advantage. However, some hesitation from Sentinels allows the TSM members to rotate from A site. Although Sentinels pull through on the round, their hesitation to push onto site gives TSM the opportunity to secure some kills and put some damage on the Sentinels' economy. This round is equally important for both teams to secure. Sentinels securing this round will force TSM into a save round, which will effectively push them to 3-2. Since Bind is a defensive-sided map, any rounds you can get on the attack side can be very impactful. Similar to the last round, Sentinels look to run the same pressure in both hookah and bathrooms. This time, however, they opt to finish at A bomb site. TSM adapt from the previous round, watch how they stack B long instead. After spotting that the hookah aggression has subsided, they attempt to make a read by stacking on A site, preparing for an execute. Surprisingly enough, they guessed correctly, and now TSM are put in a great position to secure this crucial round. The two A-site players for TSM opt to double down and play a crossfire in bathrooms. Dapper doesn't check the deep right corner of bathrooms, which gives Drone the opportunity to net 2 free kills. Because TSM reads the execution play correctly and properly traded on site, with the +2 from Drone, they are now left in a favorable 2v1 situation. TSM allows Shazam to plant on B site and funnel together to secure the round. Back in control, TSM look to win the save round and make the score 4-1 in their favor. Sentinels know that a round 6 loss will potentially spiral this half out of control. Losing this round hard will mean TSM will be able to purchase full buys for several rounds. This will allow them to play more proactively without the fear of losing players. Especially for the defenders, having maximum economy allows for them to utilize 1 or 2 operators. With operators in the mix, Sentinels will have to be more careful of exposing themselves in the open, or they risk getting picked from the likes of Wardell for free. The round starts off explosively. TSM go for an early hookah and teleporter push out to flush out the players on Sentinels. However, notice how Sentinels have shifted their default. They now have 4 players on that side of the map. Although TSM gets the opening pick, they do not expect this many players, and they get punished for their continued aggression. I would have liked to see them get that pick and fall off or use more utility to deal with the crossfire from Sentinels at B long. Sentinels now capitalize on this over-aggression and snowball their lead onto B site. Left in a 1v3, the lone A player, Hazed, has little chance and falls to the remaining Sentinels members. What started as a great proactive play from TSM, similar to the pistol round, ended in a disaster as they read the Sentinels default incorrectly this go-round. TSM was able to take momentum of Sentinels and shut them down for a few rounds. Sentinels look to secure round 8 as another round loss could potentially snowball this half into an 8-4 or 9-3 half for TSM. Watch how Sentinels successfully deals with B-long aggression from TSM. They know that from previous rounds that TSM tends to give up hookah control and stack long. Knowing this, they commit a slow and recon dart to make it hard for the TSM players to peek comfortably. Sentinels masterfully play it, and they peek as Wardell is dealing with the recon dart, which nets them a 1v2 onto Sabrosa for the free pick. At the same time, the Sentinels players in hookah pounce off that opportunity and start to flood out. Overrun from the push, the TSM players fall back and look to play for the retake. Notice the contact play from Sick and Sinatra. Sinatra is hiding behind the ice wall, and if Sick does fall, Sinatra will swing from an unexpected angle. This pays dividends as they both double swing and double peek the TSM members attempting to flood from CT and clean up the round. Again, like the previous series I covered, Sentinels are experts at keeping rounds close, regardless of their situation. Although TSM is up in rounds, one more loss will allow Sentinels to halt their economy completely and allow them to finish this side strongly. Again, after a solid round win from Sentinels, TSM is able to halt momentum and keep the lead at 7-4. Ideally, TSM wants to finish this half at 8-4, which is promising for them as their comp is more attacker side focused. Right off the bat, Sentinels is looking for full aggression on the B site. With slow and methodical play, watch how they utilize a plethora of utility to help them creep onto site. Cutler on site is overwhelmed, and Sentinels is able to flood and secure the bomb down. TSM down 2 players will need a miracle to come back in this round. This is where Wardell looks to make a hero play with the operator through the teleport, but watch how Zombs and Sinatra are waiting for this and have a double peek setup on him. Sentinels doesn't slip up and they finish out the half 7-5, which is looking very promising for them. A win in the pistol round should dictate the pace of the game and allow Sentinels to close out the game. TSM is looking to hit A site fast and hard. Sinatra early boombots out of hookah and doesn't spot anyone around, so he cheats over to A site in preparation. TSM actually comes out on top by pushing past the site and fighting the player stacked in hookah. However, off of some superb trigger discipline and the lack of knowledge by TSM that Sentinels stacked the A-bomb site, Sick is able to clutch up a 1v2. Obviously a great individual round from him, but notice how Sentinels had a 3-stack ready for TSM's early pistol aggression. With that being said, Sentinels have clearly also done a little bit of their own research against TSM and are here to fight. Sentinels are up 9-8 and know that their economy, as well as TSM's economy, is fragile. Both teams know that this round could potentially allow the other to snowball a lead into a 10/11 round scoreline. TSM are looking to run a very slow default, similar to Sentinels, as they hold lanes passively and look to pressure bathrooms for early control of the orb. TSM even attempts to double fake A and B sites, but Sentinels smells this from a mile away. They opt to have a 5-man stack onto A site in preparation for the execution. A common theme I've noticed is Sentinels' willingness to give up sites and stack another. If they read the situation incorrectly, they are still confident that their retake ability is one of the best, if not the best, of all the teams currently. Notoriously, A site is what players typically retake, but Sentinels ready for the push opt to fight, and with all 5 there, successfully disrupt and outtrade TSM. With no Sage on TSM, they do not have the opportunities to plant safely by truck and are overwhelmed by the stack read from Sentinels. With TSM's economy now in shambles, Sentinels continues to push their lead into an 11-8 scoreline. However, TSM, off of some great individual plays from Wardell and Sabrosa, secure the A bomb site and give them a 4v2 situation. Sentinels are not having it, and they attempt to retake a 2v4, knowing that many of the TSM members are still on pistols. Sinatra, with great raised utility usage, is able to secure both kills in the TSM members with weapons, and Sick is able to clean up the rest. In a nail-biting fashion, Sick defuses the bomb with 0.03 seconds remaining. Sentinels, now with all the confidence in the world, are at match point and have free roam to clutch out this map and take home the crown once again. TSM in their last potential gun round needs to make this round happen. They look to pressure B site, and because Sentinels has continued to stack A site, B site is open for exploitation. Sinatra, with overconfidence from the previous round, dry peeks Hookah and gives his life to Wardell's operator. Although down a player, Sick is able to even the count with his own operator kill from B long. He repositions smartly and allows his team to rotate from CT and create a pinch opportunity for the retake by rotating around to Hookah. However, Sabrosa's continued aggression down B long provides the essential information for Wardell to allow them to double down in elbow. Expecting Sick, Wardell is able to shut down his peak and give his team the upper hand. As the 2 players funnel from CT, Hazed is able to flank around, and now TSM has halted the momentum of Sentinels and breathed life back into the game. TSM has clawed back off of some superb picks from Sabrosa and Wardell. Sentinels, unable to deal with the aggression, have been constantly down players and unable to properly defend or retake the sites. Again, TSM looks to take B site, and Sentinels have yet to adapt to this play. They bait out the defenders from out in the open, and with multiple TSM members posted on Long and Hookah, the Sentinels defenders quickly fall into their trap and lose control of the site. Again, without care, Sabrosa runs through the elbow smoke and kills Dapper. TSM is playing with no fear and have made a statement in the last few rounds. They were not fazed by the 2-4 retake clutch from Sentinels and are here to win. Sentinels start off with a heavy B presence and look to finish on A site. Sentinels storm onto the site and decide to wall off U-Haul in preparation for the plant. However, Drone is ready for this and lands a cheeky dart which spots multiple Sentinels players through the smoke. TSM secures 2 kills, and with the bomb down, it's looking grim for Sentinels. However, Shazam is able to land a ridiculous spray transfer onto Drone and Cutler, which evens up the count 2-2. Watch closely as Sabrosa is able to maneuver past Dapper's tripwire, and with the unexpected flank, the hero play from Shazam is of no use, and TSM now has turned an 8-12 scoreline into their own match point. The TSM train is at full force. They look to end A site, but Dapper and Zoms manage to find 2 free kills through the smoke onto Sabrosa and Drone. However, Hazed with no fear creeps through the smoke and lands a ridiculous spray transfer onto Dapper and Zoms. Meanwhile, Wardell finds a pick on a Shazam in the back of A, and now the tide has shifted in an instant. TSM is playing with no fear, and they are confident that they will win their gunfights even down multiple players. Because Hazed manages to kill 2 and plant the bomb, he now has an orbital strike which he uses to quickly halt the B rotators from early retaking the site. With Wardell posted on the CT angle and a double crossfire in U-Haul, TSM closed the round out in textbook fashion and have made a tremendous comeback on a map that few expected them to win. TSM has no doubt in my mind proven that they deserve the crown as the current champs of NA. Not only did they beat Sentinels in the winners finals, but they beat them in the grand finals to take home the trophy. Additionally, this tournament boasts the fiercest competition as well as the format. Having double elimination brackets and best of 3 group stages has clearly separated the best from the rest. This back and forth between TSM and Sentinels is superb, and I only want to see more in the near future. I hope to see some other teams rise to the occasion and show that TSM and Sentinels aren't the only teams to worry about. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this type of video, and if you want to learn more, feel free to watch future tournaments on your own as well. I promise you, they're a ton of fun to watch and can also help you become a smarter player. Well, that's all we have for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell notification to ensure you stay up to date with our videos and ahead of the competition. And if you want further help, feel free to check out our website, ProGuides.com, for the best on-demand coaching. Our coaches are among the very best, and we hope you check them out if you enjoyed this video. They will help you with any of your individual Valorant needs and can bring you to the next level. And hey, if that's not your style, make sure to check out our Discord. We have a great community where you can chat, hang out, and possibly find friends to play with. We hope to see y'all in future videos, and keep grinding, ProGuides fam.